There it is. All right, cool. Welcome to our Monday night team call. It is May 13th. I cannot believe that it is already May 13th. And look at all these beautiful mothers. I hope you all had lovely Mother's Days. Nicole posted that little meme today in her story about the Mother's Day hangover, and I understood exactly what she was feeling. Except I think I gave myself a Mother's Day hangover before Mother's Day. I got up super early so I could get that stuff done, so I didn't have to do it today. And then I did get like my things done, like my workout and all that, because I was just trying to get ahead of it all. But that's okay. That's what it's all about. I want to start with some recognition. Then I have a little bit of just words of wisdom and some things that I've been noticing patterns in my business and in snooping in everybody else's business. And then I have two action items for us, one of which will allow us to grow our network a little bit, and one that will allow us to send product-based invites. So we're going to get kind of specific with that. Okay. So first off, for the recognition, round of applause to Melissa, who already hit Success Club this month, which is, can we just take a second and appreciate this? Because you all know what she's got going on right now, which is more than most, to a certain degree. Everybody's face that I'm looking at right now has something going on. And some of it is very jarring, and some of it is very heavy, and some of it's really great, and some of it's really scary. All of it's life changing, and that's everybody. And to have hit Success Club already is freaking amazing, and I love you for that, and you're awesome. And now, like, look at your month. Like, you can just chill out and just move across the country.
Move across the country.
Yeah, just relax and move across the country. Like, it's no big thing.
No big thing.
Leslie and Jackie are at Success Club 4 last I checked. I'm at Success Club 4 as well. And Kim McCreary, one of Dana's coaches, is at Success Club 2. And I'm pretty sure I expanded the entire downline enough to be able to see that. So if anybody else has Success Club points or has coaches in Success Club, if you want to throw it in the chat, I'm happy to announce that. So that could be in the recording. So good job with your Success Club points, ladies. And we're not even halfway through the month, which is freaking awesome. Maybe it's the Memorial Day bug that has people going. Anyway, there are a couple podcasts that I wanted to recommend everybody listen to. And I know that we always talk about podcasts on our Wednesday morning accountability call. But since not everybody is in those accountability calls or is able to, and we don't record them, I just wanted to be, there's just been like nugget after nugget after nugget. And I'm going to kind of synthesize those concepts today in my little bit of motivation. But there were a couple that were freaking amazing. So let me make sure my sound's all the way down, because I know as I click on these, they're going to start playing because my podcast app hates me. The first one was from the Earn Your Happy podcast, and it is, where did it go? Nope, it was not from the Earn Your Happy podcast. It was from the Goal Digger podcast. And it is, why again, I find it. Now everything's all messed up to me. It was very recent. Where did it go? Is it the one that I'm playing today? Where did you go, podcast? Holy crap.
My podcast have been doing that to me recently, where I'm like,
all of a sudden it just disappeared.
And then I can't.
All right, well, and now, oh my God. Okay, well, it was either from today or yesterday, and she was interviewing a female. Maybe you guys know who I'm talking about. But anyway, they were talking about your productivity of your month. Has anybody seen this podcast? I will figure out what the heck her name was, and I will put it in the comments when I share this recording. But it's so cool, and because of the type of women we are in here, I know we'd all be into this. This woman talked to Jenna Kutcher about how our monthly cycle does determine our productivity and our seasons. And that's why certain weeks of the month are better for us to create content. Certain weeks of the month are better for launches. Certain weeks of the month are better for closing sales. And it's all about how our cycles influence that. And I could see Leslie's like in, because it was so cool. And she said that there's research out there about this. It's not like fluffy. It is true science-backed research. And it's the 4 phases in your cycle. And she said women always track their monthly cycle for productivity, for fertility, and for moods, and for bloating and diet and all that. But if you were to focus in on it from a business perspective, for your productivity, and using the mood and the season your body is in each week to create these places for you. And that if we were to build our month and build our marketing and build our launches and our free groups and all that stuff within this, she said it's mind blowing how much it changes. And to spend like the week where you're in your most creative zone, doing your blog posts and typing out a bunch of captions for posts and having them saved to go. And when you're in that season of closing the deal, that's when you're doing your follow-ups, your batch follow-ups. And that's when you're putting out those posts. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Leslie. That is the podcast episode. Everybody must listen to it. And I'm pretty sure it was in that episode as well. The other episode I want you to listen to, PS, was the most recent Josh Coates one. It was just really freaking great. And I'm actually considering joining his mastermind because he dropped the cost. And I feel like I just need that level of accountability. I just really do. The consistent accountability and someone kind of holding my feet to the fire. Just like our customers need us for that initial investment. I'm really contemplating it. So anyway, the Josh Coates one. But the other thing Kate Northrup said, and you all know I've talked about my pie life. It's the Samantha Edis version of our day, where our day is split into slices of pie: your mom slice, your coach slice, your teacher slice, your wife slice, your daughter and friend slice, the hobbies you have, etc. Everyone's pie looks a little bit different. And every day we cut from the pie in different sizes. So recently my teacher slice has been the biggest. I took on an extra class. I just have so much going on there. My kids are busier than they've ever been. And I'm feeling like my coach slice has been a lot smaller. When I know that and I focus my time and I use my planner and really schedule out my week and schedule out each hour what I'm doing, I'm finding myself being okay with those slices being smaller and some being bigger. But what she said in the Kate Northrup episode is that if we look at our day like a pie, so I was suddenly like, ooh, I already do, so tell me more. Then we realize that as the day ends, we're just getting closer to another beginning. And it makes all of your productivity and all of your mindset about all of the activities you did or didn't do, about all of the goals you have and don't have, about all of the things you've achieved and haven't achieved. It makes them timeless and it makes them continuous, and it takes so much of the pressure off. And I just thought that was such a cool way of looking at that pie day, and just a natural extension of what I preach all the time, that the end is just a continuation and it moves into the next day and it just keeps rolling. And if we can be okay with that and realize this is a season and it's going to end and another season's going to begin, and everything is just going to keep working as a cycle, as this continuous pie. It was just really cool. That episode was so good. I need to listen to it again. It was fabulous. So please, 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 please do. So now I wanted to chat just for a couple minutes about focusing in on products, because what I've been noticing, and I know you've been noticing this too, and Teresa shared today all of the individual sample packs of things that she has to give out. And she's been really great about giving out baskets and creating little to-go, handouts for people as she's at sporting events and this and that. Leslie's done things like this. Jackie gives things away. Melissa gives things away. I'm sure Christine does. Mm-hmm. But using products as an entry point for people when they're not ready for the challenge group is really okay. When they're not ready for the challenge pack, it's really okay. And I, for some reason, was reminded of Miguel Caceres' presentation at Summit. And he talked about how our volume really indicates the growth of our coach business. First off, the more product that we are purchasing and using directly correlates often with the amount of product we are selling. It's not going to correlate if you're buying it, putting it in a closet, and never telling anybody you bought it. So it's not like I bought all of the products, now everyone wants the products. But if I'm buying them and I'm using them in my regular conversation and they're regularly in my posts, people are going to be curious about them. People are going to be interested in them. And it's going to become super natural. Just for example, the other day when we were leaving our afternoon workout, one of the girls that works out with me, who's already a Beachbody On Demand customer of mine and drinks Shakeology every couple of months, she was mentioning how she just has a Gatorade addiction. I was like, you have a Gatorade addiction? I was like, I've got a sample of Hydrate right in my pocket. And I like pulled it out of my pouch and handed it to her. And she looked at it. She goes, oh, these sugars already look better. And within a day, she messaged me and wanted to purchase it. And she talked to some of her sports moms friends about it. And I've sent them some information on it. I don't want us to be afraid of people just purchasing what they need, because what we're doing is we're creating loyalty. We're creating that word of mouth. We're creating a line of possible further customers, but we're also creating a relationship with that person. We're creating a way to stay in contact with them. We're creating a way to perhaps grow them into a more invested customer. Perhaps they love Hydrate so much they're interested in trying the other products, and then suddenly they want the coach discount, and so on and so forth. So I know we've talked a lot about Beachbody On Demand as being an okay entry point. It doesn't have to be the challenge group. It can be, or challenge pack. It can be just the on-demand membership. Don't forget about those individual products as well. Your mom magic or your mom crack or your go-go juice, whatever you call your energize, your beach bars, your daily sunshine. Those things on their own, especially beach bars and daily sunshine, because they can be successful points, are fabulous places to start. So please do not be frustrated by that. So that's going to lead us, I'm kind of being a little bit short today, into our first invite thing. But I forgot. I wanted to talk about the challenges that I have. I had posted already that I wanted to talk to you about a 5-day social media blitz. So I want everyone to unmute in a minute and just talk about some ideas for this. We did this a while ago and it was really fun, where we had a theme each day and we made sure we talked about that on social media, like in our stories. And I just wanted us to throw around some ideas for making that happen. It doesn't have to start tomorrow. Maybe we can kick this off next week, like leading into Memorial Day weekend or something like that. But mostly around just what it is that we do. I posted in Tribe the other day that when I did my live video on all of the ways that I can help people through coaching, it like unlocked all of these conversations. And we get so focused on sharing about our next group and our next group and our next group. And look, I'm over here meal planning and drinking my Energize and my next group and my next group and my next group. And look, I love my Recover post-workout and my next group and my next group. People are only seeing the group as the way that we can help them. Or I can get a recipe from her once in a while. But we have to be very direct in pointing out that we have all of these other capabilities. So maybe a way where we're kind of, I don't know if we want to highlight different capacities of our coach business, if we want to talk about coaching as a business. I don't know what it could be, but it was really fun. No one else has to participate, but I'm going to be doing something like this. And I just thought it would be neat to put out a 5-day schedule. And here's what we're going to talk about in our stories, throughout the day, each of those days. So if you guys have any thoughts on that, I'll keep a running notes log and I can put together like some fun schedule, but I didn't want to be Miss Dictator because I'm not. And, just see what you guys like and what you thought worked last time, or what are some of the things that people are asking you about, some of the stuff that you're seeing your people are wanting to hear about. What do we think? It doesn't have to be 5 days. Maybe we could do it for 7 if we have a lot of ideas. So any ideas? Don't all speak at once.
Sorry, my brain's not working currently.
It's okay. It's fine. We don't need to have, I'm happy to keep brainstorming.
I think using our kids, like if we're at a sporting event, making sure that we are storing that, like if we're there and if your kids are doing Hydrate, like mixing it up and sharing that on your story, or if you have a bar and you're passing it to somebody, like just doing it in very subtle ways, but yet sharing it.
Yeah. I like that. I liked that.
I'm trying to get better at sharing, like making my shake or just like something fun about my shake each day. And I feel like that's something I do every single day for myself. And I tell everybody how wonderful it is, but I don't share it every day. So I want to try to do that.
But I don't think we could ever top your Travis Scott shake making video because it's ingrained in my brain. I hope you highlighted that.
Shakeo mode?
Oh my God. Did
I have to
everyone
put that in my life.
see that it has to be in your highlights. It has to be like the thing everyone sees always for eternity.
Yeah,
Because it
so
was
something
scary
like
to
that,
me how many of the lyrics actually coincided. I was like freaked out by that.
Tim,
something
what if
like
we-
that like highlights everybody's personality. Like, how do you like, I don't know.
How do you shake?
How do you shake it?
Oh, I like that.
What's your shake-o mode?
Pam, what did we do that one time though? Remember when we did that schedule?
Yes.
It was
I
so
think
well. What did we? It was like a little. That was a while ago. But what
I'm sure that I can
Right?
find it in Tribe.
what did we do? Because that was a really good. I remember loving it. I'm just like, we need to do this more, and then
Uh-huh.
like
And
But-
we turn to months and months turn to years.
yeah, pretty much.
I'll look for it. I remember that I
Were we
like talked
talking
about it on the
specifically
call,
like
and
about
then
coaching, or was it
Yes.
like
it was
right?
it was like day in the life and that kind of stuff.
Oh, I watched these. I remember now what you're talking about.
It was
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah.
It was really
I
good.
remember Brittany typed it up. I'm sure if I could look for her in the group. I'll find it. All right.
But even
I'll
if we
look for-
don't do that, like with this, we do like 7 days of.
Are you talking about the time where you all shared like about coaching, and then you also shared like something you were really good with? Like Melissa did teacher stuff with kids. Because I'm a stalker. Like that one?
No, it was more like in our stories.
This was in our stories, but we did tag each other and then
Oh.
share each other's stories a lot
Okay.
too.
Hmm.
I will find it. Search this group.
And not that we have to do that, but that could be 1 week of something, even if it's like an alternating week of something. Like this
Oh.
week we're sharing. Oh, you found it. Okay.
I found it, I think. Wait, oh, maybe not. Hold on. I found one of them. I found day 2. Let's see what we did. Instagram stories. Day 2. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'll find it. Day 2 was on July 25th, 2018. Why can't I find it? I'll look through it when we're doing our action item, and I'll tag everybody in it too later. I'll find it. It's from July 2018. Wait, now I have a problem. Like when I haven't solved an issue, it must be solved right now. Brittany, Brittany. Yes, I found it. Okay. All right. So day 1, you are inspiring. I could never do what you do. So shout out some other mamas on Instagram and ask others to share people that inspire them. Day 2, I'm not where I want to be in my journey. Show that you are always growing. You are a work in progress, your professional development. Coaching means you're in the journey, not the destination. Grow with your challengers. Day 3, day in the life. Just be you. Share coaching moments along the way, not just fitness and shakes. Day 4, my life is too busy. Show the chaos, but show that you get it done in the pockets, etc. And day 5, find your tribe. Talk about the community, being in a group of people who are all going in for the same things, being a work in progress together, etc. That it is. That's what we did. So you know what I'll do after our call? I'm going to share that in a thread in Tribe and see if there's any ways you want to expand it. We can make it 7 days, whatever, but it was really fun and it was really good. And we said we would do it more, and I think we did it once more, and then that was that. Okay, that. Now where's my next point? Okay, the other thing that I'm challenging myself to do, and I just want to invite you guys to make this challenge as well. I'm committing, and maybe you already do this and I'm behind the times, but I'm committing to sending a share a cart every single day this month, the rest of the month. I sent 3 of them today. I sent 1 yesterday. So I'm kind of on pace to have sent 1 a month or 1 a day, but my goal is by the end of the month to have sent 31 share carts. And that's another reason why I'm opening it up to just being beyond the coach accounts, beyond the challenge packs, but like whatever the product or services that someone needs, I want to be able to provide that solution for them. So committing to sending a share card a day, that's a commitment I'm making. I wrote it down as my weekly goal in my planner today. And I'll keep you guys posted on how that is. So just consider if that's something you'd be interested in doing. what I've, especially because we're doing a lot of things, like Teresa was just collecting email addresses with her free group, and um, just finding ways to make that connection and just saying, listen, let me just make this cart for you so you can actually see what it looks like. And then you decide what you're going to do with it. And then you can send me your questions. But just making it like not a big deal. It's not like you're getting their credit card. If they want to do it, they want to do it. But just giving them the opportunity to have more at their fingertips. I sent someone a share cart today because she wanted just fitness for the year. And then she ended up changing it to the 6 month when she was in there. Whatever, fine. She purchased, all was well. So just being okay with that. But I'm committing to sending a share cart every single day. So to make that happen, I got to have really good conversations. And something I was saying before I started talking, or before I started recording, today has been so strange, and actually started this weekend, with people just kind of coming out of the woodworks. It's in one of those seasons where people are coming out of the woodworks just being like, hey, how much is Beachbody On Demand? I'm like, hey girl, that hasn't talked to me in a year. I'm ready to sign up. Send me a link. Okay. I had two customers who wanted to turn into coaches today. Like, it's just very random. And it's funny because I haven't really talked about a group in a while. But what I've talked about is myself and my journey and my conflicts. And I've been a lot more honest and a little more vulnerable than I had been in a while. There's still so much that can be said. I'm not divulging everything, but what I've been divulging is enough. And I'm linking it back to this as the solution, even as if it's so minor and so tenuous. It's not like, and Shakeology has saved my life, but just at the end, eating well has really helped beat my anxiety. But anyway, we're all kind of doing those things. So just be consistent with being vulnerable and being you. And I know Jess said this last week on the team call, and it is really true. When we do connect it back to this, and it's natural, it's not forced, it's not like, and therefore you must join my group. It's just like, but this has been my solution. People remember that. So whether it matters to them right this minute, they're holding on to that. They're seeing those posts that connect to them. And when they're in those moments and they feel like they have no one to turn to, or they have no answer, they're going to remember that Melissa said that exact thing that she's feeling, but Melissa found this thing that made her feel a little bit better, and she's going to ask you about it. So just keep doing it is really my point. All right, now into the action items, because I think I talked in circles and talked longer than I had intended to talk to, but that's me. That's what I do. All right, so 2 action items, and I'm going with Mother's Day theme here. So the first thing that I would like you to do to grow your following, and you can do it either on Instagram or on Facebook or both if you'd like, is I want you to go into your kids' friends' moms. So reach out to the kids' friends' moms. And there's a 2-step process here. I'm imagining you're already Facebook friends with a lot of the kids' friends' moms. Use those people to find and request new friends, or use those people on Instagram to find and request new followers. But while you're at it, any of the moms that you are already friends with or already following, who are you sniping friends from, send them a message and ask them how their Mother's Day is. Just do that while you're at it. Just say, oh, hey, Jenna, I was on your, look, I was stealing all your friends. How was your Mother's Day? No, don't say that, but just ask them how their Mother's Day is, and then steal a couple of their friends, and then move on to another friend's mom, one of your kids' friends' moms. Or what you can do is go to your mom friends, like friends of yours who are moms, and do the exact same thing. Go to your mom's friends and do the same thing. Just use mom as the theme, whether they're your kids' moms, whether they're people you know who are moms, your mom's friends. Use them as a people. Go to 5 of the mom friends you know and find 5 people to request from each of those. That'll be 25 people and 5 messages. And I'm going to give us just 2.5 minutes to do this. I want to be fast. Some people have so many followers. It's nuts. All right, 5 from her. Now I'm going to send her a message. Oh, that was really fast. We're doing 2 minutes and 30 seconds again, just based on the number I got through was half of what I said. Bless you. All right. Good job. Okay, so now here is what I would like us to do for invites. And if you didn't finish that, you're welcome to finish it up after, but I want us to make sure we get 5 invites out before the end of the call. There's 2 things that you can do. The first thing you can do is to think about the dairy-free people in your life, because dairy-free recover is, or vegan recover is coming out on Monday, a week from today. you can just send them a gentle message, be like, hey, this is coming out. I just wanted to let you know. Perhaps you haven't reached out to me about these kinds of products because of the dairy in them, but this is a cool thing to know, and here are some of the usages. That's simple, that's easy. If you're interested in being that bold or feel like there's people who have not contacted you because of that, then those are the people you can go with. The other thing that you can do is just get extra bold and go into your story or go into a post in which you talked about one of the products specifically, like Energize, Recover, Shakeology, Beachbody On Demand even counts as a product, Beach Bars, Daily Sunshine, whatever. And if anyone liked that post, even if it didn't have anything to do with Shakeology, even if their like had nothing to do with the fact that you were using Energize, I would like you to send at least 5 of them a message and be like, hey, I'm just noticing a lot of support from you when I use my Mom Magic. You tend to always clue into those stories. Is this something you'd like more interested in? If not, totally cool. Just figured I'd ask. Be that light and breezy. Be that super easy. I didn't mean to rhyme. It is poetry unit. I am in a poetry brain. But 5 of those without thinking, just do them. Just go with it. Just do it. What the hell? Got nothing to lose, but maybe a follower. And there are billions of those available to you, so no worries. There's this woman that's on like following Maria Kondo, whatever her name is, and she's all about like her challenges to like declutter. Oh my God, the three people I already messaged already asked if they could have a sample of Energize. Just ask, people, just ask. Anyway, I just said to her, would you like a sample of my Mom Magic for your next challenge, your next decluttering challenge? Whatever. She just doesn't seem like she works out, but that doesn't mean she couldn't use this. I think Nicole uses Energize more to vacuum than she does to work out. She doesn't need it for her workouts. She's in the zone. Right, Nicole? Whenever you watch this. Awesome. I sent my 5. And 6 for good luck. All right, ladies, I hope that anything I said made sense today. I hope that you're feeling good. I am super proud of everybody. I thank you all for being on the call. Christine, so good to see your face on here again.
Thanks.
Melissa, I love that you've squeezed this in, and you're ready to go.
No. Rob leaves next Tuesday.
I saw you booked your flight.
Yeah, and I booked my flight. I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. Then the next minute, I'm like crying hysterically in a corner, like rocking back and forth. I'm like a bipolar crazy person right now. That's how I feel.
It's big. It's
Highs and lows,
huge.
highs
And
and
it's
lows,
super exciting, and it's super overwhelming, and it's super sad at the same time. It's all the things.
It's all the things. It's all
Yeah.
the things.
It's like having a baby.
It is. It is. I know.
A Texas baby.
It'll be good. I think it's the anticipation of like waiting for it to come. Like it just needs to come, and I just need to get there and like figure out my life.
Yeah.
Nice. Will the house, Rob's moving into the house ahead of time, right? And setting with the bedrooms, you said?
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be good.
That's so cool. When is Tori starting? Have they gone to look at houses?
No, they just sold their house and she's living down the shore now. So
Yeah.
they're just doing their license and stuff. And then hopefully by the end of the summer, they'll start looking.
Cool.
Yeah.
So good. How about your parents? Do they have a timeline?
Their house is for sale right now. So I just want to get out of here because trying to keep the house clean here with the kids and showings and stuff, I'm like, I can't do this life again. Like I was crazy enough doing it in my house. I'm like, I don't want to do it again here. So it's just nuts. Everything is just nuts.
That's a good nuts.
It's a good nuts. Yeah.
Love you all. Big
Guys.
Big for everyone.
So nice to see your face. It's so nice to see your beautiful face.
Yeah, I agree. Even though it's in the dark now.
I know. Sorry. I'm in bed.
I am too. I'm going to bed right now.
Nice. Love you,
All right.
ladies.
Bye.
Keep rocking it.
Good night.
And thanks for being on. Have a nice night. Love you. Bye.
Bye.